Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, April 29th, episode number 52, and welcome to Frameloss. What is Frameloss? We are your weekly video game talk show discussing all the things you care about, and probably a lot that you also don't care about either. I am your host, 2 Inches. With me on the left, standing strong, from CJ. Say hello.
What's up, everybody? My name is Gabe Newell, and I can assure you that by the end of this program, you will or will not be happy with your decision today.
Ooh. That's some meta announcements right there.
A little bit.
And on the right side, we have the Frisbee master himself, who only got injured slightly, Dr. Monkey. Say hello.
Hey, everybody. It's alright. I can still stream. It's only a broken
Allegedly.
femur.
Allegedly. Tonight on the show, we're going to be discussing Modgate 2015, which that's my new term. We're going with that. We're going to talk about Konami and the self-destructive nature that they are currently involved in. And we also have a new trailer for you, so look forward to that. But big question, what have you been playing since the last episode? CJ.
So I went back, dug through my catalog a little bit. I played a classic. Did some Bloodborne this week.
Nice. Classic.
I also did
that old chestnut.
Yeah, that gem from the 2015s. I also did MLB The Show for anyone that was watching me on stream. I beat Shadow of the Colossus for the first time in my life.
Not too shabby.
When I was a kid, I got all the way to the last boss. I got one shot at it, died, and then I had to bring the game back to Blockbuster. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, that reaction is perfect.
Yeah, you had to go to Blockbuster.
Also, Eternal Sonata. It's this RPG
nice, yeah.
about Chopin. And League of Legends and Car Mechanic Sim 2015, which I recommend everyone should go buy, no matter what.
Into that game.
I mean, it's a very good game.
Yeah.
You and your simulators.
Yeah.
You know what, Donnie? What have you been playing?
I've been playing League of Legends. I've been playing a bunch. I'm finally ranked Bronze 2 for anyone who cares. Yeah. Cream of the crap. I played some Mega Man X2 on stream, kind of, before the stream just
we're gonna solve your issues. Don't worry.
You did do that. You did play it on stream.
I did. It just imploded in on itself halfway through.
Yeah.
And then I played some Mega Man X3 by myself because I was like, I want to play Mega Man X, but I can't play X2, so I'll play X3.
Yeah.
And I think that was all that's all I played. What have you been playing, 2 Inches?
So I got GTA 5 on the PC. I know I said I was going to wait, but I broke down. And cause my whole friends list is just people playing it and enjoying the online. And no one tells me that the online is, like, really, like, kind of garbage on the PC.
Did you ask?
No, I didn't ask. I assume. You drop constantly. I lose connections all the time. It's impossible to connect with your friends. Spoiler alert, if you also buy the game retail, which I did, and I'm going to show you why I bought it retail while I talk about it, because I have it right here. I bought it retail because it comes in this, like, handy dandy 7 CD set. What? I just like all the discs. So that's why I bought it retail, but you don't get a Steam copy if you buy the retail one. So
why would you get a Steam copy? That's 2 games.
Well, like, it should, the code in it should come, like other games do that. The code inside is a Steam code. But not Rockstar, not on their watch, so I don't have a Steam copy. I can still connect with people on Steam, so that's good. But I like having it, like, in the Steam UI, just because it makes it easier to get to the game and everything. So
you can add it to Steam.
Yeah, I can add it as a but I don't get achievements or... it doesn't track data. I can't right-click a player's name and click Join Game, which is one of the easiest ways people have found to connect to other people. Like, I can't do that at all.
That's the decision that you have to live with. You made your bed.
Yeah, I know.
Now you gotta lie in it.
I know.
Yeah.
What else have I been playing besides that? I've been playing a lot of Silver on the Dreamcast. I didn't know if I wanted to spoil that or not, but I am recording that. And
you did.
Yeah, it's too late now. I'm recording that. We're going to be doing something special with that. So tomorrow I will not be streaming Silver. I have another game planned. But that's pretty much it. I've been playing a lot of GTA. There was something else too, and I don't remember what it was. So it must not have been that good.
Was it this breaking news?
What was the?
coming soon on Steam. I just found this. Truck
What?
Mechanic Simulator
Oh
2015.
my god.
Oh my god.
Can we?
You got to work on the big
Man.
ones.
With that
Yeah,
bombshell, I'm going to
is that
announce that
it's,
I still don't have overlays ready, so that'll take the swing out of that a little bit. Take us into releases. My god.
So we have kind of a slow week this week. Only 2 games of note. First up, we have Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker for the Nintendo 3DS. That is a match 3 puzzle game, kind of like Candy Crush. So, also, Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year edition.
Was this like announced like yesterday? Because like
It was announced today.
It was announced today, and it comes out next week.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know that game. Like I had a lot of fun playing it one playthrough. I got rid of my copy last week because I cannot see myself going back into that world. Like after I did it once, like it wasn't a game I would want to experience a second time.
It's definitely fun the first time through, but there's no reason to go back.
Yeah, and it was out on PS4.
It's no carp fishing simulator.
At first I was like maybe like it's good for people who didn't have a PS4, but it was out on PS4. Like that's what I played it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird to me.
It's for people who like just got one but didn't get that game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You didn't correct me on Shin Megami Tensei, so I'm gonna assume it actually is a match 3
It's not
puzzle
a match.
game. You had your chance to say that and you missed it.
Yeah, it's 100%
now that's what it is.
Donnie, take us into the news.
All right.
We're in a drought. I actually do like this that we're in kind of like a drought, so I can play these games that like I.
Yeah, it's nice not to have a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Even though I did just find these sweet 2 sim games that I gotta plop down money for.
Yeah, you do have that.
All right. We got more news on the newest Overlord game. We talked a bit about it last week, but now we have even more on Overlord Fellowship of Evil. It'll be coming to PC August 25th, 2015.
That's a really bad name.
Fellowship of Evil?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it because of what the whole point of the game is, and basically, the new take on the Overlord series, that was once a single-player fantasy romp, it's now going to be a 4-player playing as a team, or while you play, try to screw each other over. And Codemasters executive producer Rob Elser stated the reason for this is, we've been scheming about a new Overlord for some time. We really wanted to do something that would allow us to be evil alongside our friends, instead of the normal heroics in every other game. The idea of playing as a team of bad guys commanding minions to do our utmost bidding, while also causing chaos for each other, just really made us smile. And as you know, an Overlord game never takes itself too seriously. So all in all, I think that's... I haven't played any of the other Overlord games, but that explanation of what they're doing and what type of game it is, just... I don't know, that sounds fun, and like that sounds like a nice like couch co-op game I would play with people.
Yeah.
It's definitely not Overlord.
It's definitely different. And at first, I was actually really upset that it wasn't Overlord 3. I left this screenshot up really quick just because it looks like
those pandas.
It looks like 2 pandas on a torture rack that are being melted into panda ingots and then put in that panda stew. I don't know what's going on. I kind of like it. So I was upset.
It's a boy panda and a girl panda.
Oh, so they're making baby panda ingots.
I guess. I don't know.
I was disappointed at first.
Oh no, they're cooking them. They're just cooking them. That's gross.
I was upset at first that it wasn't a standard Overlord game, but I do like the idea of getting together and like trying to screw over your friends and like
while also helping.
Yeah, while also helping your friends.
I for one am shocked by that revelation.
So I think it could be good as long as it keeps like the Overlord humor. I think it could be good.
The humor like pandas getting roasted.
Yeah, well, like the Overlord series was really good on like their humor. Like we talked about last week, like the minions like would like run through a barn and they'd like ride sheep out while wearing a pumpkin on their head as a helmet, like just ransacking everything. It was really good.
Real wacky shit.
Yeah, that's pretty wacky.
Super wacky.
I just I'm excited for the game, but I really don't like that name.
Yeah, the name could use some work.
It does sound like a generic fantasy name.
Exactly.
But I think
that's why it sucks. Glad everyone agrees with me.
Yeah, now backpedal.
Speaking of things everyone agrees with me on.
Whoa.
So this week Steam decided to up out of nowhere, just all of a sudden demand that everyone pay for mods.
Not
for
man, I got so many corrections on this. Not demand. You had the option to charge for mods. Let's start with that.
For Skyrim. For Skyrim.
Oh, it was only Skyrim?
Yeah, it was only
Skyrim only. It was kind of a trial of the program. It didn't go too well. People were pretty upset about the fact that they had to pay for stuff that has traditionally been a free medium for various reasons. Copyright litigation, one of the biggest. People were upset that the modders were getting 25% and Valve and Bethesda were taking home the rest. People were upset about mods being stolen and uploaded to Steam that weren't created by the people uploading them. People were downloading stuff off Mod Nexus or Nexus mods and uploading it to Steam, saying it was theirs. People were so upset, in fact, that Valve decided to backpedal, reverse course, make mods free again. No paying for them, no longer an option. And people are pretty mad about that. People want to get paid for their mods. People are fine taking a pittance from Valve while they bathe in their Scrooge McDuck money vaults and their easily earned money. I forgot what my third point was earlier. I already forgot my last sentence. That's how into that Scrooge McDuck money vault reference I was. And people are fine with their stuff being stolen also.
Well, so here's my rebuttal for the stuff being stolen. I feel like those are going to be like pushed down like so far like on the charts that it's not even going to be an issue.
But it's already been an issue.
It was an issue because people were like, it was like the first 2 days. The system wasn't even up for like 5 days.
Yeah, it was so bad that they couldn't even let it go 5 days.
I mean, I blame Steam on it because of how they managed it. But they've done, we talked about this earlier, they've done this in the past where they've paid modders.
But that was like
that wasn't really modding. That was stuff like you created the stuff
for the game.
Yeah, and they put
that's what modding is.
And then how many times? Not really. Like modding is just doing it and releasing it. That was like entering your stuff into a contest.
Yeah, and that's their whole. They have a creative workshop where the whole point of it is to create stuff for the game in the workshop. Well, this is different. This is just we're creating mods for the game.
So why couldn't they implement something similar to that with this?
Yeah.
Whether or not they could is a different discussion.
Yeah, they did.
What they did is what I'm concerned.
Yeah. I'm all for modders getting paid, but I'm agreeing with you that the way that Valve and Bethesda, which from what I've read, it was mostly Bethesda.
It was all Bethesda. They picked the price points.
Yeah. They picked everything, and so people like attacked Steam because like I really wish there was another game that had it, so you could compare to like if the other thing did the exact same as Bethesda, but we don't have that to go on. I just feel like it was handled so poorly, and the fact that they shut it down so quickly, I feel like it just makes them look weak. Like the community outcry was just like they were like, "Oh, we can't handle it, turn it off," and now they're getting
same thing.
Now they're getting it back though from the modders who are like, no, we wanted this.
It's
same thing happened.
Vocal minorities, so
yeah,
they're not going to go back again. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
like they're not going to
not unless they're not going to re-add it the way it was currently.
Right, that's what I mean. Like they're not going to be like, well, enough people complained that we took it out. Let's put it back in, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
But I agree with the looking weak because it's the same thing with the hatred greenlight thing where they allowed it and then they took it out or whatever happened there where it was just like there's a lot of wishy-washy.
So they weren't going to allow it.
They weren't going to allow it. Then there was outcry and then they were like, okay, fine. So they don't stand their ground when people complain.
I mean, I don't think that is necessarily weak. I think that shows that they listen to because it's not they didn't back down from it immediately. There was
they did. They removed it from Steam.
After, yes. But, I mean, like, Gabe Newell went on Reddit and was fielding questions about this. They were backing it, pretty heavily.
I feel like
they couldn't get anyone on board with it.
I feel like it was too soon.
It's also one of those things where no one's going to ever be 100% happy. Like you said, it's like, it's not weak. They listen to their fans, but people will be like, oh, that's weak. You'll just listen to your fans.
Yeah.
Be like...
I get what you're saying about it being a short amount of time. To me, that doesn't... I don't see that as they didn't give it enough time. I see that as it was so bad that within those 2 days they were like, okay, like this is not going well.
I would say though the community did a lot like on purpose to make it more like shitty though.
Yeah,
Like,
but once it's shitty.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I think modders should get paid. Like if they're making quality stuff, I feel like they should be getting some like just rewards for that. But the way Valve and Bethesda set it up was really just awful.
I agree.
Okay. Wow, that went way better than I thought it was going to go.
No, I mean I don't think people shouldn't get paid. Like I'm not a dick fuck.
Well,
so
now we know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to change your title on the thing.
Goddamn right. I need a new label.
Yeah.
We'll now have Frameloss merchandise that just says "I'm not a dick fuck" on it.
So yeah, like I that's our Twitch T-shirt coming. I hope they bring it back, and I hope they just like figure out how to make it work, because I think it should work, and I would like to see these people getting paid for their quality stuff, because I feel like the mod scene is what's keeping a lot of these games, Bethesda, alive and at the top of the charts for so long. Skyrim would not be the like top seller like still if mods were not like a thing and the fans weren't the ones keeping that game afloat. So I think Bethesda owes them a little bit more than 25%.
Right. But
yeah,
everyone was all into taking that 25%, so why would they?
Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing.
It's not. That's where we disagree. There's being like, "Oh yeah, like I'll just have to say," because if it was 25% with no limit on cutting a check, like okay, but if it's 25%,
yeah, but that doesn't make sense in anywhere.
That's fine. But I'm saying that's the thing is if you have a hard limit on $100, that's your check cutting point, and then you say you only get 25%. Also, these mods are 99 cents. That's what the market set your sword at. You have to sell a ton of those mods.
Yeah, but like a sword,
yeah.
like what if you're selling a $20 mod? Like some of those mods, like if you're adding 30 hours of content and like new quests and all that stuff,
I mean,
then you're talking like legit like money.
Those are outliers, though. That's not the common mod.
Yeah, but if you're expecting to go in this and make a 99-cent sword and be like ka-ching, like that's on you. Like it's a different beast. I don't think those people are like, I can't get a check every 20 cents I make. This is bullshit.
No, but there were mods up there that were like $1, $2, $5.
Yeah, so they got
you need to sell a lot.
If they're worth it, they're
at big prices to make money in that.
Right, but if those mods are worth it, they have the community that if those mods are good,
that's the thing. That's
so
the issue.
Well.
Is they didn't have that community because the community was pissed about this.
Oh yeah, well the community just turned on itself like real hard. There was a lot of mistakes made on both sides.
Mod Wars 2015.
Yeah. I mean, it's never going to be the same again. So
no, it isn't. Let's move on before we spend the entire show on Modgate.
Yeah, I thought you guys got this out earlier.
No, we got some of it. Okay, Dirt. Have either of you played Dirt?
I've heard of Dirt.
Have either of you played the Colin McRae
yes.
racing?
I love Dirt.
Okay, you like Dirt? I love Dirt as well. I thought Dirt was really well done. When Dirt first came out on the 360 and PS3, that was one of the like slickest menus I've ever seen in my life. Like the way like it just moved. And you don't usually talk about how good a menu is in a game, but goddamn. The new Dirt game though. Let's talk about that. I'm going to show a little
I want it so bad.
I want it too. The next Dirt game is a hardcore off-road simulation of traditional rally. It is currently exclusive to the PC and also early access. Those are like I don't really care about the early access part, but exclusive to PC is a little rough. It's also out now.
Yeah, it's out in early access now. I read their reasoning behind it being PC only.
Yeah.
And early access, and it kind of made sense. They said that
I don't have that, so.
Yeah, they said like because of what the game is, which is a like very realistic rally simulator, that the console market just isn't there for this type of game. You play much better with a wheel. Like it's recommended to use a wheel. Yeah. It's for a very niche group of people. So there's just no real money in putting it on 360 or putting it on the Xbox One, putting it on the PS4.
Yeah.
I mean they're doing early access, so it's like clear that they're not exactly like super well funded for this project.
Yeah. No. Like okay, like that makes sense. I'm with you.
I might have to get a wheel for this. Might be what pushes me.
So the Colin McRae, I will say like I don't use a wheel. I don't use a wheel for my racing games. I would like a wheel, but I'm not going to drop money on it. The only 2 games I feel like you need a wheel for would be Dirt or like F1. Because
the F1 games you don't. The F1 games you don't really need.
Really? I would think the pull on the force feedback would be something like you would want it.
It's really useful, but the F1 games are the ones by Codemasters, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're just like floaty and arcadey enough because they design them for the consoles. That's the whole point.
Okay.
So
Dirt, I would 100% want that force feedback though.
Dirt, I want one, and Project Cars. Those are the 2 games that I honestly think they're gonna push.
What are you getting Project Cars on?
Probably PC.
Okay, that'll be good because I'm getting the PS4 one so we can compare.
Because mods. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Mods and wheel.
No, I like that because I'm getting one on a different console so we can do a compare and contrast. Okay, I like that a lot. So this game, Dirt Rally.
Oh, who's playing? Is this you playing?
No.
They almost murdered like a whole TV crew.
The game is called Dirt Rally and it's available on Steam right now for $34.99. Actually, it's on sale right now for $31.49. So
it's 20% off.
Get that sweet discount. The initial offering right now has 17 cars and 36 stages from 3 locations, Wales, Monte Carlo, and Acropolis. And it draws upon the real-life rally experience of the game's director, Paul Coleman. So if you want to live like Paul Coleman, it's a good idea to pick this game up.
I just want to say 17 cars, 36 tracks like already. That's a lot of content for anyone who just needs that translated. Yeah. That's a lot of stuff.
It said initial offerings. I don't know if that means on launch or in the early access. I don't have confirmation on that, so that might be when the game is officially out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it yet.
We'll have to look into that, and you can check our website for more info on that.
Yeah, we'll be doing a ton of coverage of Project Cars when that comes out. If I get this, I'll be doing a ton of stuff with this game. I'm really into racing games, driving games. So.
All right, moving on. Final Fantasy 15's demo is getting a patch.
Yeah,
so
this is really weird.
It's really weird. Final Fantasy 15 episode Duske? Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
It's episode douche.
Oh, episode douche. Now, episode Duske is set to get a patch designed to enhance the combat system, fix a number of issues for a demo. So version 2.0 of the demo will be available sometime between mid and late May. It'll enhance the active cross-battle system, fix any problems with the camera and targeting, and also adds new moves, such as joint attacks, a possible dodge roll, and changing the range of Noctis's weapon. So I've never heard at all
of Final Fantasy.
I've never heard of a demo.
A demo getting a patch.
Yeah, no.
Well, so I do like what Square's doing with this. Is they're really listening to a lot of community feedback about this demo. So this demo, for anyone who doesn't know, is like a 4-hour demo. It's really long. The world that you're in is super huge. There's a ton you can do in it. It's a really nice demo. And I was reading a lot about them taking feedback. They were like, we don't like Noctis's voice. I guess that was universal. They were like, he sounds like just a gristly Batman character. And they were like, we rushed out the voice acting for this demo early. The voice actor wasn't really happy with how it turned out. It's not going to sound like that in the final product. So they are reading comments and they're going through stuff.
That's good.
So I really like that. They're fixing a lot of stuff with the camera, which that was really one of my main complaints was the camera work in the game. So I'm glad about that.
Taking the feedback and changing it for the game, I understand. But then putting out a patch for your demo, I mean, I guess that's cool because it's like,
oh man, we took, do.
But it's like, oh man, we took your changes and now we want to show you we actually listened. I think
this is their way of this game's not going to be out for quite some time, and they're trying to. This is their thing to be like, we're doing this for you, so be patient.
To me, this is their apology for 13.
Why would they apologize for it?
Because that game was garbage.
Says only you though. That game is the second most popular, arguably the second most popular.
I would go with 100% arguably. You're gonna say that game has a bigger fan base than 7, 8, and 10.
Yeah. It got 2 sequels.
Yeah, because they had the engine, and it was easy to pump them out.
And the sales. Look, all I know is that Square backs games it cares about. Final Fantasy VII hasn't seen the light of day since Advent
No, it
Children.
gets remade every.
No,
every
it doesn't
couple
get remade. It just gets,
it gets
weird
it
spin-offs
gets
every now and then.
remastered.
How do you remaster Squares?
Yeah.
I mean,
It
they're a remastered version's coming out soon on
Oh,
PS4,
good.
but
It
not
gets,
a remake.
It just instead gets like.
It just
spin-off
got one on the
games.
PC.
Like
twice.
the game where Vincent did stuff.
Yeah.
They're all the same. They turn the sharpness up by 5 every time they release it.
Yeah, but they
Garbage.
keep
I
doing
hate it. Well, people keep buying it. That's why.
Yeah, because
Super
that game is loved.
So, I mean,
Okay.
so is Final Fantasy 13.
No.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So Golden Week is upon us.
Yay.
For those who don't know what Golden Week is, it's a holiday, like in Japan, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like they have all this time off of school. It's like every day is a holiday. That's why it's Golden Week.
Yeah.
So in celebration of that, I learned that from Persona 3, by the way, for anyone wondering.
Was it a question in the classroom? I think I remember that.
No, it was like I had Golden Week. Like they were like, oh, here comes
okay,
Golden
yep.
Week. So yeah, that's topical. Sony is having a sale anyway to commemorate this. They don't want anyone going outside and playing and enjoying themselves. They want you to stay home with your PlayStation.
Yeah.
So some of the highlights are Resident Evil for $15.99, Tales of Symphonia Chronicles for $12, which if anyone's looking for a tight JRPG, head on over to there.
Oh, the Tales.
I'm not a huge fan of Tales of Symphonia, but it is a really good RPG. I recognize its quality.
And Demon Souls for $6.
That's a really good price for Demon Souls.
Classic.
What are you talking about? You get 2 chapters of your favorite manga on Jump, Donnie?
During Golden Week, a lot of the big manga people in
Yeah.
Shonen Jump put out 2 chapters
Ooh.
to commemorate the week. It's often you get like bigger spreads. And
Is
everything.
that the reason for the holiday? Is it because of that they have the whole
No,
weekend?
I wish. But that's why I love Golden Week, because it's just like like often they'll take a break before Golden Week and you're sad, and then you just get a lot more content during Golden Week. You're like, okay, I'm happy again.
That week's named after P. On top of those sales, oh no, I messed things up. On top of those sales, PS Plus announced their free games for May. So first up, PS4 exclusives. We have Guacamelee, the Super Turbo Championship Edition, and Ether, ETHER 1. Those are both free for PS Plus members. Guacamelee is a Lucha Libre inspired Metroidvania game that I highly recommend.
Yeah, it's really good.
The price of free is like blah, so it's a steal.
Yeah.
Ether 1, it's a first-person puzzler. You have to restore the minds of like mentally ill people by solving complex puzzles. Sewing together the frayed strands of the patient's lives.
It looks really interesting.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know they made a new Psychonauts.
Absolutely gonna get it. On the PS4, PS3, PS Vita side, we have the Unfinished Swan, Race the Sun, and Ho Ho Kum.
I'm pumped for Race the Sun being free. I wanted that game.
Unfinished Swan, I'm gonna send Alex a video of.
That's the game you're terrified of.
I wasn't terrified of the game. There was a giant frog. Okay, you're afraid of a giant pig in Bloodborne. Stuck
Pig's
on that.
not even that scary.
No, he's not.
It was startling. Okay, I'm not afraid of it. It was Five Nights at Freddy. It was a jump scare.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. It's the worst part of Five Nights.
Finally, Murasaki Baby on the PS Vita. It's a weird Japanese puzzle game.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It looks really fun.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I think so what I like about this from Sony is there's 5 PS4 titles. Yeah.
There's 2 PS4 titles.
No, all of them are download.
And
besides
there's 3 PS3 titles that are also available on the
right,
PS4.
but if you don't own a PS3 anymore, there's 5 PS4 titles.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But not really though.
All these games, like, they've made it so like all of them work on all their like consoles now. So like you're getting like I can take all these games on the go with me on the Vita. Like it's really nice. I like this. What's going on?
Well, speaking of companies that do right by their consumers,
Oh man.
Microsoft announced their Xbox Live Gold games for Gold. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
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 I always forget to get these.
I wonder why. First up is Castle Storm, the definitive edition, which is a $14.99 game, and Pool Nation FX is also being offered for an additional month because they ran out of games on the Xbox One.
Yeah. Question about Pool Nation FX.
Yeah.
It's a
like
billiards game, or I thought
it's
maybe
not like
you build a water park.
Nope.
No.
No,
that would have been that would have been way.
I would gush over that.
If it was that, I'd be like, you guys are terrible.
This is okay. So I forgot. Remember the game that I played that I forgot to bring up. I played. I already forgot the full title.
I posted it. I posted it in the chat. They know.
The pool game.
No.
I played. I rented a pool game for the PS4, and it was kind of fun. But after 2 hours of playing it, I was like, wow, I just played pool for 2 hours.
Yeah. I don't know. I played pool on my phone. Let's put it that way.
If you want easy trophies, get the pool game for the PS4. I'll look up the title. But
it's called Pool Nation FX.
I don't know why I imagined. I don't know why I imagined you, Kyle, just playing it. Go, I played pool for 2 hours, and you just look at a pool table you own, and you're just like, why'd I do this?
Well, what Kyle was doing was hustling the computer. He would intentionally lose 3 games in a row and then smoke them.
For all the marbles.
Yeah. It's called Pure Pool for the PS4, and it's a budget title. It's $19.99. If you want easy trophies,
emphasis on the POO in pool.
If you want it, well, it's not bad. It's actually a pretty good pool game.
That's a genre now?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good for a pool game.
Is this a sports game?
You can customize the table a lot. You unlock new cues. The menus all suck. The UI is terrible. But the game wasn't bad. It's only $20.
It's a pool game. It can't be bad.
Yeah,
you can't make a bad pool game.
It's only $20. Go get it. Recommended.
Just waste the money. You'll play pool for 2 hours, be upset about it.
We're gonna review it next week.
Backed. On the Xbox 360 side of things, May 1st, you'll see Mafia 2. May 16th, you'll see F1 2013. Oh, yeah.
So, why do they stagger the Xbox 360 releases?
Because you only get one at a time.
Yeah,
Don't be greedy.
I mean, Sony just gives them all to you in a bunch. It's go to town.
Typical Sony.
Just giving you good games right away.
I never understood why they staggered it.
To make it easier for me to forget.
To hype up that Mafia 2.
Yeah.
I was going to say to make me forget when I should get on to get the game I want and find out I missed it already.
Well, Donnie, you should be logging into Xbox Live every single day.
I don't.
That's your go-to hub for all the happenings. What your friends are doing, what's on TV. You can see what's on Twitch, YouTube.
That's it. He's got all the
do we have a sponsorship here that I don't know about?
Maybe someday.
Yeah. I'm not that hyped for that. Moving on, our friends at Wadget Eye Games, you may remember them. They're the ones making Techno Babylon. I do have stuff, and there it is. I have a screenshot. Their pre-order is live right now.
I was saying you can pre-order this right now.
Yeah. If someone wants to grab that and post it in the chat,
I got it.
About it. That'll be great.
You got it.
So pre-ordering is live right now. It's $14.99, and what you get, upon its May 21st release, Techno Babylon is selling the game for $14.99 from the official website, Steam, and Good Old Games. Between now and then, people who support the game and pre-order will get the the digital soundtrack, which is an hour of cyberpunk tunes. So that's really cool.
Is that chiptune punk rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're also going to be getting a behind-the-scenes video of voiceover recording sessions.
Ooh, I like this.
I love behind-the-scenes stuff.
I hope they're just someone standing in a booth recording voiceover. It's very boring and standing just some guy later on the rooftop.
I eat voice not voice recording. You had me saying it. Behind-the-scenes stuff. I love when games include that. Yeah. You're also getting a production art gallery, including 3D models, full-size character portraits, and more. The Techno Babylon Codex, which is a PDF booklet providing backstory and context for the game's vast cyberpunk world, exclusive desktop wallpaper, and a DRM-free copy of the game or a Steam key. So you get to choose.
The only thing here is that, and I would be willing to pay $10 or $15 more if I could get that book in book form.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really nice if I could get it in book form. I like owning books. I'm not a huge PDF reader. I will if I'm forced to, but I'm not big on it. I'm excited about this. We talked about this on the show before. I really want to get my hands on this game. I like it's Blade Runner meets like Police Knots meets Snatcher meets like just think of a cyberpunk game and meets it.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
Yeah, I really want to just dig in.
I promise that like for those watching, like I promise we're not just saying this game looks great. Like I'm legitimate.
Yeah,
and I do eat voices.
Yeah, you are a voice eater.
Yeah.
The voice eater. All right, moving on to other cool games, I guess. Call of Duty has officially announced its next game, and it's Black Ops 3.
You lied!
What?
You said we were moving on to other cool games.
Well, yeah, it's Blops.
Launching this November 6th, and for those that keep track, it is a Friday release.
Joy.
No. I like the idea of games releasing on Friday because that makes sense. You get it on Friday, you have the weekend to play it. You're not I got it Tuesday, I got 2 hours to play it, then I gotta go to bed and go to work.
Yeah.
This sucks.
If I bought games, I'd agree even more.
Well, you own a Wii, so you don't have to worry about that.
Bring up Nintendo, and I opened myself up for that one. But the debut trailer shows plenty of robots, drones, cyborg soldiers, and huge explosions in desolated urban landscapes. You know, like you see in Call of Duties. Not shown is zombies, which will be making their return to the series, which is with what is described as a much more in-depth spin-off mode, includes a new style of character progression.
Now you leveled down.
Yeah, suck it. It's the first game in the Black Ops series since 2012, making it the rare Call of Duty game that has a benefit of several years in development, instead of just right away.
So
Black Ops 3.
Well, that's not true.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
Teacher, how is this the rare Call of Duty? They all they talk about is how they're on a 3-year development cycle.
Yep.
It's been 3 years. It's not. Yeah. We knew this was coming. No one was like, "Oh, I wonder if Black Ops is coming out this year."
Black Ops 3 is without a doubt the most ambitious project ever in the history of our studio, says Treyarch head Mark Lamia. The game will be launching on all 3 platforms, PS4, Xbox One, and PC on November 6th. And that's a quote from him.
This is the most ambitious project ever. We're aiming to release with as few as 20 bugs.
Well, so the game's not actually, like, I haven't felt that the game's been buggy. Their netcode is, something to be desired. What I also find interesting about this, too, is it releases November 6th. The week
Which
after
is a day before November 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full 24 hours. Not only that, I think it's a week before Battlefront. So
I can be disappointed by 2 games in a row.
Yeah. So they're really jumping.
Actually, no. Black Ops has space battles.
So I thought the trailer looked interesting. I've kind of written off. So I really liked Sledgehammer's Call of Duty. I'll say it. I thought it was really good. And I told myself I was going to wait until Sledgehammer made another one before I buy it. But I said that months ago.
You say that every year.
No,
you're like, well, I won't get it this year. Purchase.
You should just get their DLC pack. It's coming out soon.
I'll probably end up buying this because I have to play everything so I can judge it fairly.
Donnie, that was a joke from Biohazard about the game being the same every year.
Yeah.
No, I know. I was talking to the Sledgehammer one. Actually, he's having a map.
Oh, they're actually getting DLC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I do like how they're like several years in development. It's like, no, you told us that. No shit.
Yeah, but
you specifically
did you hear next year we're getting a game
a Modern Warfare?
Yeah, it's going to be one of those rare Call of Duty games that gets 3 years in development.
Well, did you also hear we might be getting another Assassin's Creed?
Oh.
Whoa.
Boo.
I'm interested to see like how they make it different.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's Call of Duty. Like it's the cruising.
Well, you see, Kyle, the guns in this game are slightly dark.
I've said it before. It's the cruising USA of FPS games. Like you put in a quarter, you're like bang bang bang, and then you're like, okay, that was fun. Let me go
Bye.
Yeah, let me go turn to my tokens. Because we don't have tickets.
I got a pencil sharpener.
We don't have tickets in this scenario. You give them back tokens.
I got this, buddy.
Got a stuffed animal.
So we promised that we only have one
trailer
for you. but it's a sweet trailer.
It is a sweet trailer.
Pretty sweet.
Do you want?
While you cue this up, I'll give it the intro real quick. This is a game from the team that brought us Ollie Ollie and Ollie Ollie 2, Roll 7. This game is called Not a Hero.
Yes.
I'll let you guys watch the trailer, and then I'll tell you a little bit about it.
Our city is plagued by crime. We need a leader to tackle the issues. Someone who'll use reasonable force unreasonably. And a leader that's an anthropomorphic rabbit from the future. It's time to poke crime in its terrible face. Vote Bunny Lord. A violent today for a better tomorrow.
So that's Not a Hero.
So I would go on the record and say that this is like a crossover of Metal Slug and Hotline Miami.
Seems like it.
Which is not a diss. I'm not throwing complaints at it, nothing like that. So quick rundown: professional assassin turned amateur campaign manager Steve is charged of cleaning up the city by an anthropomorphic anthropomorphic rabbit and mayoral candidate from the future named Bunny Lord. Now Steve and his expanding roster of dubious heroes must wield their unique skills to shoot, slide, dive, duck, dip, dodge, and take cover behind a political platform built on ethics, accountability, and an inordinate amount of gunfire. You have to eliminate the criminal underworld of the city's 3 major districts and persuade undecided voters to your cause, tackling issues that matter by putting a gun in the mouth of those issues.
I love the attitude of this game so
Oh,
much.
yeah.
I'm really...
I like Bunny.
Bunny Lord. I love the Bane narrator. Like, it's like Bane / Deckard Cain. That's telling me to vote for Bunny Lord.
Yeah, I am really into this game.
Diablo!
I pretty much anything by
Bunny.
Devolver Digital, like, they are one of those studios or production companies or whatever, or publishing companies rather.
Yeah.
That like I don't know if they're super selective or if they just keep hitting dingers, but like everything they put out is pretty much awesome.
Yeah. And Roll 7, like everyone who's watching the show, like they know I love Ollie Ollie. So I'm really excited for the next game from this team. I think Roll 7 does really good stuff. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a shot
cool.
when it comes out. I like the art style a ton.
It's
so.
on PC, correct?
Yeah, it's PC.
Oh yeah.
I'd
I'll
love the art style.
I'll probably get it Christmas when it's on sale.
Look at you, Christmas shopper.
What do you think? You're like cool saving money?
Yeah.
No. Yes. Yeah, I am.
Why don't you use 1-800-COLLECT? Save you $1.
Save $1 or $2.
Let's talk about the big news. Let's go into that.
I think we did that. We just talked about Call of Duty.
PT is canceled.
It's canceled.
This week, Konami dropped the hammer down in a statement. Konami is committed to new Silent Hills titles. However, the Silent Hills project developed by Guillermo del Toro, featuring the likeness of Norman Reedus, will not be continued. In terms of Kojima and del Toro being involved, discussions of future Silent Hill projects are currently underway, and please stay tuned for further announcements. How do you guys feel about this? Okay, hold on. CJ, did you play PT?
No.
I don't think Donnie did. That's why I did.
I watched
You
someone
watched
play.
it? Okay.
I watched someone play a good 20 minutes of it, and then I got too spooked.
It was like really spooky.
Yeah.
I
The one
can't
watched was
really
pretty
play those games. Like my doctor says they're not good for me. So
Same.
I would say that this was probably my most anticipated like horror title of all time.
Wow.
This game just hit on such a like unique level with PT, like just the style of game that it was. Like I couldn't have wanted it more. Like look how terrifying this looks.
Yeah, I know that's just a like a
The hallway is the word,
still
not-
image, and I'm waiting for something to like open that freaking door. PT gave me
Wait.
PTSD.
This is your most hyped horror game, or was, I guess?
Yeah.
Did you not hear about Five Nights at Freddy's 4?
Oh,
Is that
God.
why?
Yeah,
It's the last in the series until Five Nights at Freddy's
The last in the
5.
series
No,
of
'cause-
Five Nights at Freddy's 4.
Because well,
The prequel to Five Nights at Freddy's 5.
while PT did have some jump scares in it, it had way more just psychological. We're gonna just mess with you the entire
See,
time.
that's what I can't do.
And-
I like those games, and like I can't handle.
That's
I can't. Yeah.
that just it gets me going.
Did you know it took me 4 years to beat Silent Hill 2?
Oh man.
Because I
What do you
played it
do?
for a day and then never went back to it because it was way too scary for like 8-year-old me.
Yeah.
I struggled with like Eternal Darkness with lights on and everything, and that
Oh
game.
man, that was a good game.
Love
Yeah,
it
it's a good
so
game,
much.
but it's like at the time when I played it was like years after when it's like shouldn't be scary, and it's still
It's
messed
still
with me.
spooky. I don't like it.
I'm crushed that this game was canceled. But the good news is that right now, as of midnight tonight, so you have a couple more hours left, you can
Yeah.
still
I'll probably download it.
You can still download PT from the
I probably
PlayStation
download
Store. And once you download it once, it's in your thing, like you have it forever. Like you can delete it and re-download it again. So as long as you've downloaded it once, it's yours for good. So if you have a PS4, you're doing a disservice to yourself not downloading this right now. You need to experience this. And it'll be pulled from the store tonight at midnight. So get that now.
Yeah.
In other news,
I can't wait to. I'm gonna get it now, and then I'm gonna wait a year and do a let's play.
I want you to play it so bad, just because
It's spooky.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's ooky spooky.
In other Konami news, Konami voluntarily delisted its shares from the New York Stock Exchange, and I'm gonna have our resident financial advisor from CJ talk about how important this actually is for a company.
So on the surface, this is immediately distressing. You never like to see a company voluntarily remove itself from a stock exchange like that. Usually, that is a signifier of like a takeover or restructuring of some sort. The argument has been made that Konami was losing a lot of money on the New York Stock Exchange. They make most of their money in Japan, so they were happy to delist it and keep their stock listings in the Japanese markets only. I don't necessarily agree with that because while they are a Japanese company that makes a lot of money in Japan, if that were the case, they would have delisted after like their first 2 years. You don't stay on the stock market for as long as they did, and then just suddenly go, you know what? I'm out of here. This combined with their issues with Kojima is a pretty strong indicator that they are very likely either completely restructuring or flat out getting rid of their video game division.
So, I just want to jump in.
Yep.
I don't know about the restructuring, because in America, we know Konami as a video game publisher. Mm-hmm. In Japan, Konami makes, like, fitness equipment. They have, like, gyms and, like, water bottles for, like, getting healthy.
Pachinko machines.
Pachinko machines. They do everything over there. They have a foot in almost every door.
They're like, I was going to say they're like Sony, but that's a Japanese company.
So... So I don't know if a restructure is like correct.
Well, a restructuring of that division.
Okay, that makes sense. I could see like I could see them going gaming like to just a full mobile division, which is what a lot of Japanese companies are doing because mobile is huge over there.
Yeah.
Because they spend a lot of time waiting in lines and on the subway and stuff.
Yeah.
Boop boop on the phone. So I can see that. Any of these things I'm terrified of, because of the properties Konami like owns. Like
There's a lot of good ones too.
There's a lot of good ones. And like you were saying with the Hideo Kojima thing, we still have no idea what's going on with that. It's back and forth all the time. We haven't got a confirmation of anything really yet from either party. More stuff comes out every day. There's new details, but we still don't have a clear picture. Someone was saying earlier that it could be because Hideo was super unhappy with how they handled Ground Zeroes. He didn't want to release it at all. He wanted it to be part of the actual game and not give people like this like just 2-hour demo with a bunch of like side content in it. And they've done this to Hideo before. Metal Gear Solid 2 was super rushed. So much of that game was cut out because of Konami saying, like, no, you have to get this out now. Like, we have a schedule. Just get it out. So Hideo and them have dealt with this before, but this might have been the final push for him. Since he's already said he's been done with Metal Gear before, Metal Gear 5 might be his opus. Like, he's just like, I'm out, peace. Yeah. And if Hideo leaves Konami, their gaming, to me, is done. Like, they haven't... Castlevania sells okay. Castlevania is not a game that keeps their company alive, at least how they're handling it.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah,
not. 3D Castlevania is not something that keeps them afloat. Maybe a Symphony of the Night 2, like, could do really well for them in the short term, but it's not. It's also not a long-term seller, because I feel like that, even though it has a huge following, it's a very niche title.
Yep. They're big titles, and big is in quotes. Pro Evolution Soccer.
Yeah.
And Suikoden.
So I made a list. I made a list of the games that I thought like they could bring back and like maybe do something with, and they haven't. And Castlevania, which like not in a 3D environment, I would love a 2D Castlevania to come out. I think that would do way better.
Do one of those 2.5D ones even.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Do something.
Bring back Mode 7. Make the backgrounds roll with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Contra. They haven't done anything with Contra in a long time. I would love to see a reboot of Contra. I loved Shattered Soldier on the PS2.
So I think the issue with Contra, like I don't think that'll work for them because there's just so many of those games.
Yeah.
Like those.
Yeah, I mean,
it would, if they decided not to go the assumed route, which would be some sort of first or third person wartime shooter, then maybe. But
I would
like
want,
they
I
want
would
to do
want
like
them,
Contra Futures or something.
I would
like
want them
that.
to stay like side scroller. I would. That would be a requirement.
I think that's a $15 title at best. Then.
Yeah, no, but I still think it could do well. Beat Mania, those machines are big in Japan, but we haven't seen Beat Mania in a long time over here.
Oh.
And rhythm games do fairly well over here, so I would have liked to see something like that. Silent Scope, that I would like to see.
Game,
yeah,
exclusively.
I would like to see another home Silent Scope. I had the big green sniper rifle. And I loved playing that game. I would like to see another one of those. DDR. So I was going back and forth with this one with a lot of people. I think if they made a pad that was like legit, like if they had like Mad Catz make them like a full pad that you could have in the home that was relatively inexpensive, unlike the giant metal ones that like you could get for like $200 for the old DDRs, that it could work. Like the fold out like just crappy plastic like.
Well, so
sleeping bag pads suck.
I think that you're trying to reconcile two sides there that can't be reconciled, which is a high quality item that you slam your feet on constantly, and cheap.
The other problem with that is the reason I think Dance Dance doesn't do so well over here is apartments. You can't really dance in an apartment.
Yeah. No.
You can't be jumping up and down. And like Rock Band and Guitar Hero did really well because you're not really jumping up and down.
My kids are downstairs trying to sleep. What are you doing up here?
It's 3 in the afternoon. No.
And then Suikoden, that's my favorite RPG of all time. I would love to see them do something with that, but that's another like.
I want more playable characters.
God, there's so many. And then,
for other games that just real quick, other like properties they have. Technically, they still have Zone of the Enders.
Yep.
But that'll go away with Kojima. They
have
Frogger.
That won't go with Kojima though. From what?
Oh, it won't. I thought that was a
think,
Kojima.
No. I don't think Kojima. I think that's all Konami. I think Konami owns that and Metal Gear.
Oh, okay. Well, so that'll be interesting.
That's my biggest fear in all of this is let's say they can the gaming part of them. Where do these titles go? Like, do they bury them with that gaming sector and just like not sell them off?
They would sell it off, yeah.
Yeah, they would.
Because they're still. That's the thing is that again, this is what you were saying. To us, they're just video games. Over in Japan, they're like a big company. Yeah. You don't just like cut off part of your company and let it die. That's a bad business move. So they would sell it off.
And then that's my biggest fear is who buys Metal Gear. Who has
Sega.
Rare.
It would be like EA, Ubisoft, Activision. I want none of those people owning that franchise. In a perfect
Warner Brothers.
Whoa. Kyle, look on the bright side. if like Activision or Ubisoft got it, you'd get a new
get-
Metal Gear every year.
Every year.
New Metal Gear.
If I got in a perfect world, Platinum Games would buy Metal Gear, but I think they don't have the money to outbid EA or Activision. I'd be almost okay with Ubisoft getting it because there's a chance. No, there's a chance they might just bury it because it's with Splinter Cell. So do they just bury the title and be like, yeah, Splinter Cell is the only one game in town now?
The first thing they would do is make a crossover to capitalize on it.
Oh god.
Yeah. So you probably want to take that.
Second thing they would do is release one every year until it died.
Yeah, I mean that's my biggest fear though is what happens to these franchises. There's other ones that they own that they haven't done anything with since like the NES, like Double Dribble,
Frogger,
Gradius,
Blades of Steel.
Gradius.
They have so many titles. They were one of the companies too that back in the day they created sub companies because Nintendo had rules that said like you could only create so many games for the platform, like you couldn't just be whipping them out. And Konami found loopholes in a way to do it because they would just create like a new company and be like, "Hey, we're this company now. Like, here's some new games."
We just need a new Parodius.
So, I would say probably if we're going not counting Metal Gear, because that's definitely the biggest one they own. I would say the biggest property they have is probably Yu-Gi-Oh.
Really?
Which I'd
say that over Castlevania.
Yeah. I mean, Castlevania sucks now.
Well, game wise. Like, as a game-wise, Yu-Gi-Oh, really?
Yeah, those games sold really well.
Those are fun games.
Okay.
They'll still sell because the card game sells.
Exactly. As long as the card game keeps coming out, they, in theory, would be able to keep selling it. But I don't see Konami sticking around the video game industry.
I don't either. Not after everything that's happening right now.
Yeah.
This is a thinning market. And smart companies are doing one of two things. They're either going all in or they're going all out. So
yeah.
I think we're in the process of seeing one company go all out to allow another one to go all in.
Well, before I mentioned that they could go the route of making mobile games. And that's another fear I have is do they go mobile and be like, well, we're keeping the Metal Gear franchise. Here's mobile Metal Gear where, oh, you want another cardboard box? That's going to cost you 99 cents.
Mobile Gear Solid?
Yeah. Yeah, these are all things that keep me up at night currently because I'm like, what's going to happen to my game?
Your game. It's
you've been spotted. Press 99 cents to silence the alert.
And the alert actually sets off an alarm in your phone. And you're just like, oh.
The phone's like, bam, bam, bam.
You're just like, no.
I can't deal with that at all. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting holiday. Because I think we're going to know way more. We're going to know more at E3, because if they don't show anything, then that's going to be pretty damning.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're going to know way more after Metal Gear Phantom Pain actually drops and is out. Because after that, they don't have anything on the horizon.
At E3, Konami has a panel, and it's just an hour of a white screen, and people are like, I think I get the message.
Well, no, it's just Hideo Kojima playing the president of Konami in Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, and then everyone's still like, I get the message.
It's Hideo just playing
Solitaire with Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, what's that?
Playing Splinter Cell.
What's that sad military trumpet song?
Oh,
like,
taps.
Taps. Yeah, it's Hideo just playing that on.
And it's a bugle, not a trumpet.
It is a bugle. It is a bugle. I'll give you that.
Get right or pay the price.
Okay.
Never have too many bugles.
So hopefully we'll know more by E3, which is sneaking up on us.
You guys ever put bugles on the end of your fingers and have like witch fingers?
Oh, of course. That's how you eat bugles.
No. I've never done that.
What? Why?
That's how you eat them.
I don't think there's a reason why. I just never did it.
You put them on and then
you go,
That's how you eat bugles. After you go, Yeah.
Okay. I don't disagree with you. I just never did it.
Weirdo.
Okay, so that's our show, guys. I had something for... Oh, if you want to check out more stuff on Technobabble, I'm going to update our website, frameloss.com. I need to finish the overlays, because we need those.
Yeah.
Frameloss.com for more news that we don't talk about on the show. I'll have a lot of Technobabble on stuff on there, because I'm really excited for that game. Mm-hmm. And also Not a Hero. Cause
You playing stuff tomorrow night?
I am playing stuff tomorrow night. I'm not going to... I think I'm going to play Skyborn. I started Skyborn, and I haven't finished it yet.
So, I thought your plan was to, play a game to completion.
It was. And then stuff happened, and that's why I'm going back to Skyborn, because Skyborn was my original game I was going to do that with.
I thought that was Axiom Verge.
No,
Yeah.
it was Skyborn. Because I have the Skyborn Part 1 on YouTube. It needs a Part 2. It needs a friend. It doesn't have a friend. Axiom Verge has a friend. Skyborn deserves a friend. So I'm probably going to play Skyborn tomorrow. Other than that, this weekend, I was going to do something this weekend. But
Kentucky Derby's this weekend. That's what you're doing.
I'm definitely not doing
Who
that.
do you guys have? Who do you guys think is going to win?
I haven't
Mama's
followed
Baby
the Derbs.
Biscuits.
Oh, I don't think so, Kyle.
I haven't followed
That's
the Derbs.
a long shot. What, Donnie?
I don't know the horses this year.
It's okay.
You don't know the horses?
I don't follow the Derbs.
Well, okay, so the favorite is American Pharaoh. They're favorited to win. But the horse with the best name, it's a tie between Ocho Ocho Ocho
That's a good name.
and Danzig Moon.
Danzig Moon's a better name.
So-
I'm not going to play Spyro at all. So,
Wait, because you chicken?
no, I got that from the chat.
Too chicken to play.
Yeah, so tomorrow, check out Skyborn. It's going to be really fun. Donnie, what do you got?
Thanks everyone for watching us once again. You know the best thing you can do for us is go spread word of mouth. Go tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies, tell your teachers, tell strangers on the streets. Just tell everybody about it, and just really get it out there. Good. Any publicity is good publicity. Tell them you love it. Tell them you hate it. Just let people know about Frameloss and where we are every week.
Tell them Frameloss. It stinks.
Watch
No,
it.
Don't do that.
Just say the watch it part. You can say it sucks, but then say watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to be like, it sucks so bad that you guys got to see this.
Yeah.
CJ.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you guys like what you see, make sure to click that heart right down there. That'll follow us on Twitch to let you know every single time we go live. We play games Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, as well as a weekly talk show Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you guys... I skipped ahead. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. That way you guys can enter all our sweet contests. We're constantly giving away like game prizes, video game codes.
I haven't done that in a while. I have to give one away tomorrow.
Well, we're doing it constantly.
Check our Twitter for tomorrow because I will give away a game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, keep talking. I'm going to find a game. So
head on over to our YouTube channel. That link is... Everything's down here. I'm just going to point like that one last time. Everything's down there.
Last time we tried to do something with our windows, it failed miserably. Don't point. You
yeah,
point in the wrong direction.
I was pointing up by mistake. Our YouTube channel has tons of exclusive... Well, it has tons of hypothetical exclusive content. But we're going to... As we get more into doing the Let's Plays and stuff, we're going to be uploading them there. I'm working on one. I know 2 Inches is working on one.
Hey, this is topical.
Oh.
Now that I interrupt you.
Perfect.
I'm giving away a free copy of Guacamelee on the PC tomorrow on our Twitter, so check our Twitter for Guacamelee.
Yep.
I have a code I'll give away.
Finally, we do have a link to our Patreon. It's also patreon.com/Frameloss. If you guys like what we do and you guys want to help us do it, please feel free to head on over to that Patreon. You can donate money towards us. Patreon is like Kickstarter, but monthly. Don't be scared, though. You can donate like $5 a month. That's like a sandwich. If you guys do, if you guys did just $5, we could be making you guys the coolest show possible.
Or we could be buying more sandwiches.
Well, we could buy a ton of sandwiches with that money. Don't tell them our plan.
Yeah.
God. So yeah, head on over there. Tell people about it. We love doing the show for you guys. We want to make it as good as possible. Obviously, everyone in life has things they need to spend money on. So hopefully, we're good enough to make us one of those things for you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm 2 Inches.
I'm from CJ.
See you next week.
I'm Dr. Monkey.
Good night. Good game.